just recalibrate.
And I'm, oh, sorry. Okay, let me try to go over the board so that you don't. Okay. Okay, let me try. So here, we said that this AI plus gamma over BI plus gamma and product of all of them is equal 1 if the two arrays are permutation of one of another. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to build this polynomial, which is accumulation of these two arrays in every single root of unity, and then check some recursive statement on it. So what we say, z in omega x, or let me do even more simpler. Let's say that we are at some vi plus 1. Okay? In the next, we define this recursive relation where we say that this thing should be AI plus gamma BI plus gamma times Z in omega I. Okay.
Sorry, can you move a bit to the side? I can't see what
Yes.
you wrote. Thanks.
Okay. My. Okay. Sorry. I'll do it later. Okay. Now. Yeah. Kobe and Tom, feel to jump in. I'm really never did this before, so it's all strange standing here and writing. Okay, sorry. I feel that this is a bit bad, but sorry. Okay, so now, do you see this relation? So when we start building our polynomial, we'll have this like literally for loop, which will create these evaluations. So we will start with 1, then we will have A1 plus gamma over B2, B1 plus gamma. Next, we will have A1 plus gamma times B1 plus gamma, B A2, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm A2 over B1 plus gamma times B2 plus gamma, and so on. Okay, is it more clear now what we're doing here? Okay, and now our claim is that this relation should hold on the full domain. Okay, and the really nice trick is that because we're in the cyclic group, omega to the n plus 1 is actually back to omega if our group is size of n. Okay, so when we build this array, last root of unity, and this is some really tricky things now, but our last root of unity will not hold the full accumulated product. Okay, I'm gonna like build the intuition why, but let's first see it mathematically. So instead of having the whole array here, last element, and let's say that our full product, let's say that all AI plus gamma, product of all of them, we call it A. Same for B. Hope you see that. So our last product will not be 1, okay, as we expect, A over B. So we are going to make things that only if AB is 1, they stay, but we will not encode A over B in this polynomial. So what we are going to do, our last element will be this. Okay, do you see? So if the whole product, okay, this thing, that last thing is just the full A without the last element. Okay. And now let's back to the recursive thing we wrote and make it stand with polynomials. So we said, and if you remember, I had one thing over another times z. So if we just make it one linear equation, it will say something like this. A I plus gamma times z in the omega I should be equal to bi plus gamma over z, sorry, not to the z, to the omega, please, razor, times z to the omega I plus 1. Okay, this is the recursive equation we had. And we want this to stand on the full evaluation domain. Okay, so we will just try to encode this into polynomials, and whenever we say that something stands on some polynomial, that means that it's divisible. So we're just going to write this as a polynomials and make it divisible. Okay, so bear with me. Now, I think this is the key, and after that, all are the just optimizations, and you will see. So what we do here is we say, okay, instead of having AI for some AI, let's take our AX polynomial. Okay, plus gamma times this Z polynomial we built over here should be equal, yeah? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. Yeah, just feel free to interrupt me anytime. This is the first time I'm doing this in front of the people. So, okay. So this equation encoded in polynomial is exactly what we want to stand, but we're only on our evaluation domain, because this is how we made our polynomial. So we cannot expect this to hold anywhere, but on our evaluation domain, it must hold. And we want to enforce equality